defense getting 4 turnovers and you guys not being able to convert those into more points. How frustrating was that as an offense?
That was very frustrating, obviously. Our defense played really well today and gave us a chance to win. Like you said, I think we even got a short field a time or two, so not being able to convert in the red zone really hurt us today, and it's unfortunate. We'll have to look at the see 100% what was going on, but obviously it killed us.
We talked about this a bunch this season, but what did you think was the difference between what you guys were kind of doing between the 20s and then maybe the lack of execution toward the red zone? What did you kind of see on those plays?
I'll start with me. We had a chance on a touchdown in the first half, and I just overthrew, Keldric. So, if we can connect on that, that's one time in the end zone. I think we had to settle there. So, there's that one. That's frustrating. Another time, obviously, we got down to about the inch line and couldn't punch it in. And we were able to at least get 3 out of that. But those are times where in these games you get in the end zone. So. Like I said, every week you gotta go watch the film first. I can't really give you a solid answer right now, but we'll have to take a look at that to know.
Right before the end of the half, you guys involved the 2-yard line, ended up kicking the field goal. Was the plan to try to run a play there from the 2-yard line, or was the plan all along to kind of take the penalty and take the field goal?
On that 4, I think it was 4th down. The 4th down, we didn't have a play call. We were trying to get them to jump off sides, and if they jumped, we were going to snap it and throw a fade, but excuse me, we had no play call there.
The jerk was double pass. Is that something you guys worked on this week, and how do you feel like it was executed?
We had worked on it this week. We had worked on it this week.
Your last game here, what have you seen from the guys who are going to be here next year? You guys like Cam, young guys, Malcolm. What do you kind of see from the future of this offense?
Yeah, obviously you got a couple guys and those 2 that can really run and make plays. Cam really started coming along here at the end of the season, and you guys got to see more of him in the end zone and making plays, and that was great to see. Pleasure playing with those guys, and I wish him the best, and I'll be there for him to support him any way I can. But obviously they're 2 good players, so wish him for the best, both those guys.
Payton, when you look back on your 2 years here at Auburn, a lot of good, a lot of bad, but how do you look at it overall and you assess your career here on the Colts?
That's a long answer to that, but making sure, I feel like I've met a lot of great people down here, and I'm thankful for all the great people that have been so kind to me, and that I've been able to come in contact with, and the relationships I've been able to build, both on our football team and in the community as well. And so I appreciate those people. There's been a lot of frustration as well in the last 2 years, and a lot of things that people on the outside really don't know, and that's been frustrating. And we've had some good times, and like I said, I met a lot of great people, but there's definitely been a lot of frustration along the way.
I know it's hard at the moment, but what do you feel these other seniors have left for these young guys, the blueprint that you've left here on this team?
Yeah, that's the hardest thing in the locker room is hearing. I walk out the field, it's my last college game, and hopefully not the last game of my career. But you walk off that field, and it don't really hit until you start hearing those guys, and the words they have to say. That got to me, and I hope I left a mark on those guys, and was an example of something that they can work towards, and something I can be proud of.
Thank you, Payton.
From the front to the receivers to the quarterback, I think the biggest thing for us is just honing in on those moments, understanding our assignment to the team. There's some situations where we were in great calls, but we just have to make plays with players, and it really just comes to executing. We didn't execute enough tonight, and that's the tale of the tape.
Even though they moved the ball, you guys forced 4 turnovers, stayed in the game that way. Just what does it say about this defense, and y'all just keep fighting?
Understand we're a gritty defense. We try to fight through anything, any adversity. We kind of embrace it, try to embrace it. That's our mentality, and just got to do that a little bit more. Get the ball back to our offense as many times as possible. That's what we're trying to emphasize, and we just have to do it a little bit more. And that's kind of the story of the game.
No, this is it for you. Just what's kind of going through your head after one like this.
Just extreme gratitude for this university, extreme gratitude for these men in the locker room, extreme gratitude to Coach Freeze and his staff. And I understand that this is a process. This is a process-oriented business. And I'm trying to emphasize to the guys in the future of Auburn football that, just continue to believe in the process and to put all the pain that we went through into our off-season, into the preparation, and, don't take it for granted. Guys like me, seniors, this time was, it flew by. And all I can say, I have immense gratitude to this university, to this program, to the people that pour into me and believe in me. I sit here and I'm a representation of their belief in me, and I try to make them proud in everything I do. So whatever endeavor it may be, I just want to make the Auburn family proud.
How much do you think this defense showed for the future that they're going to continue to be fierce?
They're going to be extremely talented, especially under Coach Durkin and his leadership. I think they're going to be an extremely talented group, and it's my job as somebody that played here and played my last game, and to pour into them and to continue to mentor DeMarcus Riddick, continue to mentor DJ Barber, continue to pour into them and just give them advice and continue to get them on the right path. And the future is bright for those guys in this room, and it's on me as a leader. That leadership role does not subside since I'm leaving. It's a continuous process of trying to get those guys in line and helping them throughout their process.
Eugene, we saw it on senior night last week. You were pretty emotional coming off the field. Can you tell me just kind of what that moment was like for you, and kind of what it meant to kind of close that, your final home game with such a kind of a big win?
Yeah, I was just so emotional because my journey and how far I've come, and understanding that God has brought me so far. And I see here I'm a living representation of God's grace and mercy. And I just thought about that at the time, and I was just, I was flooded with emotions. I was just so grateful to God that I got the opportunity to come to Auburn. I got the opportunity to play in pretty big games, and just extreme gratitude for this university and everything they've done for me and pouring into my development and me as a human being and as a man. And that kind of came rushing to the surface. And, I'm just so grateful for the Auburn family. And then there's so many hours I spent in the film room trying to, study the opponent and just put the best product on tape for those people that support into me. And unfortunately, we didn't get the results today, but it's just that I care so much about these people in this place and the future of this program.
Keldric, you proud of the way this team fought throughout the season?
Sorry?
Proud of the way this team fought throughout the season?
Oh, definitely. Throughout all the situation, every game, no matter who the opponent was. I mean, you line up in front of us, we're going to give you a 60-minute fight, and that's what we gave them tonight. We gave them a 60-minute fight.
Jalen said that first drive of the third quarter was one that was tough. He said it felt like kind of the momentum. Was that a big one for you guys defensively to give up that touchdown?
Yeah, we say we got to win the middle 8. We won the last 4 minutes of the first quarter, and then we lost the first 4 minutes of the second quarter. So, we prioritize those moments in particular because we got to take over the game in those moments. And we didn't take over the game. We let a touchdown or two slip away from us. Whether it be missed tackles, busted coverage, or not fitted up front, and we let it slip away.
How much do you think you guys improved as a team from the start of this year to walking off field today?
Tremendously, man. We got so many young guys on the team to where they were trying to figure out their roles. Older guys were helping lead and trying to help them find out what their role was on the team. But those younger guys, man, they didn't grow up and they done found out what college football is like. So, next year we have a lot of experience coming back, and can't wait to practice.
Speaking of young guys, looking forward to playing with your younger brother here next year. What's the workouts going to be like for him this January?
Oh, man, workout's going to be smooth for him because, he's my younger brother. He know how to work, and, whenever you put a ball in front of him, that's what he do. So, you know, he's a workaholic just like I am, and you know, he gonna come in and he gonna do his thing.
All the young guys, is that what gives you confidence next year that things can
Most
start
definitely.
turning around? Yeah.
Most definitely, because we played a lot of young guys this year. Cam Coleman, Caleb Harris, those guys. I mean, Jalen Crawford. I mean, they came in and they balled. Like, you know, in situations where you wouldn't think a freshman would play. You know, we brought in Keandre Lambert-Smith. We had a couple guys in. And, you know, them guys just shine. And when those guys shine like that, man, it gives you nothing but hope for the future.
What would you say you learned about yourself in this season? I mean, there was a lot of perseverance and a lot of fight for this team. What did you learn about yourself?
I learned how to continue to fight through adversity. I mean, the season did not go how we expected it to, but you know, every week, every day, you waking up, you going to practice, and you fighting for the same goal every week. You know, you got to continue to fight to progress, and you know, coaches tell me all the time, you know, whenever you get to the league, it's always going to be a fight. It's always going to be preparation, no matter win, lose, or draw. So just learning how to fight through adversity, through any type of situation.
What does the future of the Auburn football program look like?
It looks bright. I mean, it may not look like that right now, but it's so much to look forward to. So much to look forward to, especially how we've been performing for the last couple of weeks. I mean, they haven't been going our way, but you can tell the progression between how the defense is playing, how the offense is coming together, and then now we got a whole off season together to really make us gel together. And then we got the same DC, same OC. I mean, we got a whole off season just to bring that together now.
What did it mean to kind of reunite with Brian this week and to have him here at the game today? What was that moment like?
That moment was special. I mean, you know, we haven't seen Brian. I mean, we've heard from him throughout the season, but we haven't seen Brian in over, I want to say, a year. And, you know, we're coming up on a year. Just to see him, just to embrace him, and just bring back that brotherhood was special. I mean, he's one of the reasons why we fought so hard this year. And just to see him throughout his adversity to come up here and support us, got us made us fight even harder.
Thanks, man.
Keldric.